Welcome back. A lot of high schools and colleges in South Dakota have teamed up with the South Dakota Beef Industry Council in a program called Build Your Base with Beef, and we are proud to have them help power our program here as well. Here's more with Eric Sumption and Holly Swede. From a nutritional standpoint, how or why is beef, you call it a premier protein? Why?
Yeah, well, beef is one of those complete high-quality proteins that contains all those 9 essential amino acids that our bodies need. Right. So one of the things that people don't always realize is our bodies need 20 amino acids typically, and 9 of them are essential, and our bodies can't make them. And so the nice thing about beef is they're all there. So it's kind of like an insurance policy, so to speak, to help rebuild and replenish your muscles. And so it's one of those proteins that is really easy and tasty to incorporate and pair it with your other, nutritious foods like whole grains, fruits, vegetables, and dairy.
Eric, you've been on a national stage talking about the Build Your Base program, and what's kind of the audience? The whole world is really your target audience for this program, isn't it?
Yeah, the interesting about being on the Beef Industry Council is we promote beef in general, whether it's beef from this state or another state. That's the big thing about being on the big stage is we're talking about beef in the whole nation and world. And if we can get in front of whether it be pro athletes or kids in high school or junior high, anywhere we can get in front of them to educate them about beef is just that much better for us as producers.
And you talked about you generally target everybody, right, with nutrition, but why athletes in a specific sense?
Yeah, well, the thing about athletes is that people don't realize is, they really are wanting to build muscle, right, to be stronger and faster over time. But the truth of the matter is they're constantly tearing down muscle as they're training and conditioning. And then you add in the fact of maybe some of these students, like middle school and high school students, are still growing, especially the males. And that requires additional protein needs to help build and growth of that muscle. And so, we really encourage a whole plate concept, especially with that high quality protein like beef. And that is one of the reasons why this program works so well. And the other thing that I think works really well with this program is that it takes some of those complex nutrition science pieces and brings it down to a level where parents and student athletes can understand it and flexible and easy to implement. So it doesn't matter if you're, just starting out in your athletic career or an elite. It's that building upon those nutrition foundation, that build your base is really where that name of that program came from.
All right. And it sounds like you want to keep it simple from a nutritional standpoint,
right.
from a producer standpoint, just get the word out there and keep it simple, right, Eric?
Yeah, the big thing is, what we really noticed about it is when we go into a high school and we're trying to encourage these high school kids to use beef in their daily diet, or whether it's 3 times a week or every day, is how much it affected the adults and the parents and actually the grocery stores and what they provided on the shelf and what was needed. It was interesting to see how it spun into the whole community being involved, not just the student athlete.
I imagine you guys are both popular at tailgate parties. This is perfect protein for tailgate, right?
Yeah, tailgating season is one of those times where we do encourage people to choose beef for their tailgating festivities. And we have a lot of colleges and universities across the state as well as the nation that we try to get information out to so that they do just that. And it's a fun time to have support our beef producers here in South Dakota too with tailgating activities.
All right, we appreciate all you guys do. Thank you.
This has been Midco Sports Magazine, presented by Build Your Base with Beef Sports Nutrition and Training Program.